Aloha and welcome to the monthly show Maunalua, Past, Present, Future. My name is Lynn Garcia, your host for today's program with B.E.A.C.H Environmental Awareness Campaign Hawaii, or B.E.A.C.H for short. B.E.A.C.H is an all-volunteer nonprofit organization that brings awareness solutions to marine debris through environmental education, marine debris removal and research, and plastic reduction and litter prevention campaigns in order to inspire actions on an individual and community level that save and protect Hawaii's marine life, seabirds, and ocean and coastal environments. With me today are the co-founders of B.E.A.C.H, Suzanne, Frazer, and Dean Otsuki, who will be discussing their latest actions to reduce plastic and prevent litter. How are you folks today?
Hi, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn. I'm doing fine.
So could you tell me, Suzanne, first about the status of the smoking bans in Hawaii?
Well, I've got very exciting news. Just today, the House at the Capitol have passed HB 525, which bans smoking and tobacco products at all state parks throughout Hawaii. So we're actually thrilled about that because it's only got one more step to have, and that is for the governor to sign the bill. So we're thrilled because it was a bill that we proposed that smoking was banned at all state parks. And the reason we brought that up was because we've noticed the difference between the cleaner county parks and there's no secondhand smoke, and then we were going to the state parks and finding that there was lots of cigarette butt litter and also the secondhand smoke issue. So this is a wonderful win and for everybody in Hawaii as well as marine life. In addition, it's the very first bill at the state level since we became an organization that we have successfully passed through the Capitol. So
It's
we're
amazing.
really,
Congratulations.
thank you, thank
Great,
you.
great
Yes,
news.
yes. And then we also had another good win, which was last year on Earth Day. 2014,
Okay.
the Maui County passed a bill to ban smoking and tobacco at all county parks on Maui, Molokai, and Lanai.
Wow.
So that
That's
adds
wonderful.
to, yes, thank you, that adds to all of the successes we've had with smoking bans at the county level. And we've got a couple of photographs to show you. This is our educational materials on Oahu for the smoking ban there. And we've got another one showing the bus poster, I think that was earlier. And then this is the outreach booth at Waikiki, educating people about the new ban. And then here we are on Maui last year, right after the ban passed, educating people on Maui straight away, because people are often worried about the issue of enforcement. And we find that doing an educational approach to implementation is the best way to let lots of people know about the new ban, and most people are law-abiding. So
Wonderful.
we've had lots of great success, and of course cigarette butts are the most littered plastic item. So, and very harmful to marine life with all the toxic chemicals. So we're very happy about this litter prevention effort.
Great. Well, congratulations again. Such
Thank you.
great news.
Thank you.
So next we want to discuss the biodegradable plastic bag ban. So Dean, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we got the biodegradable plastic bag ban through a bill through the Honolulu City Council last year. And Bill 38 goes into effect on July 1st, 2015 this year, in a few more months.
And by the way, I meant to say the state park smoking ban, same effective date as
Oh,
the
okay.
biodegradable bag ban. So that's also July the 1st, 2015. All state parks will be smoke-free. And the biodegradable plastic bag ban adds on to the original plastic bag ban here on Oahu. So now, do you want to show them the bags that
Sure.
are going to be banned?
All right. Okay, these are the bags that are going to be banned. Right here.
So they're really like a regular plastic bag with a bit of starch added to it. And this was another initiative of B.E.A.C.H, was to raise awareness of that issue of the misleading labeling of plastic bags and make sure that that loophole was taken out of the bill. So we were successful with that ban at the county level last year.
Okay.
That's fabulous.
Great. Okay. So next we want to talk about the wire recycle bin project. So we've got some wire recycle bins here.
Right.
And Dean, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the purpose of these wire recycling bins is to put them out in state and county parks here on Oahu. And we have succeeded in putting out some of these bins out there. And the purpose is to prevent trash from people going through the trash looking for the recyclables, because we've noticed that when people are looking through the trash bins, they'll start throwing trash out, looking down deep in the trash bin, and start pulling out the recyclables. Well, this gives them a really great option where people from the public that don't have or that don't take them home, they can put them in the recycle bin so other people can take them home or get them redeemed.
Yeah, and I just want to point out at the front here, you can see the label, it says take, leave, whatever. So that means that people can either put recyclables in or take them out. It's a do-it-yourself type of recycling.
Yeah, we did it to prevent, like I said before, trash from going into the ocean. So we're trying to prevent marine debris from happening here.
Right.
So it's part of our litter prevention campaign.
And you folks actually make these bins?
Yes.
Is that true?
It takes about an hour for volunteers to make each separate bin.
Wow.
And it takes a little bit of hand strength.
Right.
And we've got some photos showing the process.
Yeah, these are kids at the Sierra Club Hikers annual meeting.
And some beach members.
And beach members here
Yes,
as well.
we've had all kinds of volunteers helping with this, from high school kids to university students, international students and community members. And they're busy using tools to bend the wire, which is requires quite a bit of arm strength to do so. And as Dean said, it takes up to an hour or longer to make those bins.
And the volunteers are putting holes in the sign so they can zip tie them onto the bins.
And there's some finished bins.
Right.
Looks like a fun project.
Yeah.
And this is Dean installing a bin at one of the state parks. And we have bins at state parks and county parks on this island right now. And that was a person just using a bin, throwing a recyclable in there. These are bins filled with recyclables at a state park.
Right.
So this project is going very well. We're still making more bins, and we're planning to put more of them out into county parks very soon. And we'd like to acknowledge the funding for this project came from the Awesome Foundation that gave B.E.A.C.H a $1,000 grant to help pay for the tools and supplies and the costs involved in making and installing the bins. And we also, the wire comes from the City and County of Honolulu's recycling department.
Yeah,
so we've been working closely with them.
Yeah, we just provide the manpower to make these, that's all.
Yeah. And, sometimes people ask, well, why is the bin so small? It's actually small deliberately so that people don't use it for trash. It's also got benefits because it's see-through, so people can see what goes in there, and they know that it's not a trash bin. And other good things about it is that it doesn't tip over or blow over because we attach it onto a pole, and it doesn't require any maintenance by staff. It doesn't require bags to be changed. In fact, the day of the hurricane, when all the other rubbish bins were tipping over and filling up with water, our little bins were just still sitting there at the beach park and continue to be used. So, yeah, it's just really working very well. We've had wonderful feedback from the community about how nice it is to have a separate place to put the recyclables. And then from the people who are picking up the recyclables, they really appreciate not having to get icky stuff on their hands like cake and salad and whatever nasty things are in the rubbish bin. So it's definitely working and creating a cleaner environment at the beach parks and preventing marine debris. We remember that time when we were at Maunalua Bay in the hurricane, and somebody was rifling through the trash bin looking for recyclables, and we saw a piece of styrofoam container and a plastic bag just go up in the air, out into the water, and went all the way,
beyond the horizon.
Yeah, beyond the horizon in the ocean. There was no way we could get it. And you know, that just showed how much the need is to have these recycle bins everywhere.
Right,
So that's what we'd love to see.
What a wonderful service to the community. I'm sure they appreciate it. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
for all
Thank
your
you.
hard work.
Oh, and you know what? We've got this whole, but we're rushing along here, and I forgot that we have this whole box of butts right here.
Why don't
Maybe
we bring
I'll
them
hold it up
out?
so people can see? It's this big box, and somehow we forgot to talk about all of
Let's
these.
bring all of these out so everybody
Yeah.
can see.
So, and one more.
Why don't you show us what these are
These
and
are,
explain
I believe
this to
these
us?
are 1 gallon containers.
Wow.
Yeah, so we
Wow.
have, here's another one, well, there's another little one. So this is actually over 7,000 cigarette butts. I can actually tell you the final one, 7,323.
You've hand counted each one.
Yes.
And pick 'em
Cigarette
up.
butts picked up in only 3 parks,
Wow.
1 on Maui, 2 on Kauai,
Okay.
at state parks. So this is by Dean and I.
Just
picked
two of
Just
picked
the
up,
two of
just
you
the 2 of us.
Went to
yeah.
the outer islands
Picked
to pick
up
this
all
up.
of these butts.
Right.
You know, to help with getting HB 525, the state smoking ban passed, so that people could actually see that this really is a big problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we found the parks pretty dirty, didn't we?
Yeah, they're pretty filthy, and this is the reason why they need that HB 525, the smoking ban in state parks, to be a law now.
Did you actually show these to the legislators?
Well, not this many. I think we brought in like 2 or 3 of these.
Okay.
You know,
but still, I'm sure it made an impact
Oh, yeah.
on their
definitely-
decision.
It definitely made an impact, and we
Right.
didn't get to show the last lot from Maui because
Okay.
there was no testimony.
Right.
Only written testimony was accepted at the last hearing, so
Okay.
we never got a chance. So people on Ōlelo are seeing this for the first time. The 7,323 cigarette butts.
But the legislatures, when we brought it to the testimony, they were pretty shocked. I mean, some were taking photos. and-
Really?
yeah.
Really? They
and-
couldn't believe that you folks had gone to these parks
Right,
on
and
the
picked
neighbor
up that
islands
many butts.
to pick it up by hand. So, again, thank you so much for all your hard work.
Yeah, you're welcome. And again, all of these are made of plastic, and of course, plastic doesn't biodegrade. It only photodegrades, and it never goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
And it's
yeah,
very toxic.
most littered plastic item.
It's a
many
very
peop-
toxic litter.
Yeah, and many people don't realize that cigarette butts are actually made of plastic. They often think that cotton-looking thing in the middle of the butts is cotton, you know, or paper.
But it's actually
It's
plastic.
actually made of plastic. It's cellulose acetate is the type of plastic that it is.
Wow. So thank goodness this ban is going through, right?
Yeah,
Thank
so I'm
goodness.
just thrilled. I
Such
mean,
a great
yeah,
time for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you talk now about the latest plastic reduction campaign?
Yes, well, we're very happy to announce that for this Earth Day, we had the support of Glass Dharma, which is a company on the mainland that hand makes glass straws.
Wow.
And straws are in the top 10 most littered plastic items that we find at beaches and parks.
Right.
And Dean's actually got his own glass
here.
straw there
Yeah.
in the cup, if you take a look. And these glass straws, besides being handmade, they actually have a lifetime guarantee.
So they're not fragile like most people would assume.
They're super
Oh no,
strong.
they're
Very
really
strong.
strong.
Yeah,
sturdy.
they're sort of like that Pyrex, the borosilicate type of
Wow.
glass, commercial,
Okay.
the strongest commercial glass you can make.
So made to last a lifetime. in
Yes.
other words.
They are, yeah. So anyway, we did this every single Earth Day. We have our membership year starts, and what we try and encourage our members to do is be part of the solution and to give them gifts that will keep on giving back to the environment and make every day Earth Day.
Right, right.
So in the past, you know, we've had, and we still have this available, is the cotton produce bags for helping reduce plastic bag pollution. And, you know, instead of using plastic bags for fruit and vegetables, you use these cotton bags. We've also had the regular shopping bags like these and help save our sea turtles with all these kinds of bags. And this is all actually available as a membership gift. So if you join as a family, you would get all of this,
Nice.
including the glass straw set.
Right.
And we've got a picture, I think, if we could show the picture. This is the glass straws, and then it
Right.
also comes with a brush and a choice of a sleeve, so a purple, a blue, or a natural sleeve, so that you can use it on the go, because we always want our members to have gifts that are really useful and help reduce the plastic load on the ocean. And so our membership year runs from Earth Day to Earth Day,
Okay.
but people can sign up anytime, and they can visit our website to get information and membership forms,
Okay.
and they can also visit us at a booth, because we're
Okay.
often at outreach events doing environmental education in the
Right.
community,
Right.
and people can find out about that through visiting our website and look on our calendar to see where we're going to be next. But we'd really like to, we've got our website up right now, so it's www.B-E.A.C-H.org, and you would go to our membership page for information on that. And you know, like I said, these are the different ways that we're tackling that plastic load in the ocean, is by putting out wire bins to stop litter, by getting bills passed, such as the smoking ban that reduces plastic litter, through giving people gifts that they can use every day when they're going shopping or they're drinking or whatever it is, so that they don't need to use unnecessary plastics. And what we're also doing is focusing on the most littered plastic items that are the most harmful to marine life.
Exactly.
And those things include cigarette butts, plastic caps and lids, plastic straws, plastic bags, things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in addition, we didn't bring photographs today about this, but we are actually doing other projects such as recycling plastic caps and lids, and we've been pioneering that since 2009. And I think the other day we tallied it all up and found that we had prepared 293,000 plastic caps and lids
really?
for recycling.
Oh my goodness. Why don't you talk a little bit more about that and about, you know, going into the schools, because I know you folks work with, you know, volunteers in the schools to help.
Yeah, well, the reason why we decided to have this program is to educate people about the impact of small plastics in the environment, and to save seabirds, because 100% of the lace-end and black-footed albatrosses are ingesting plastic.
Wow.
Yeah, so the adult birds, they go out in the open ocean to get food for their chicks and bring it back to their nest. And what they're doing is they're mistaking the plastic caps and lids and other small plastics for their food based on the color. Usually they eat fish eggs, flying fish eggs, you know, and brightly colored other types of food, and they gobble up,
Squid.
Sorry,
Yes.
I couldn't think of it. They come back to their nest and feed it to their chicks.
Okay.
You know, without even knowing that they're feeding their chicks plastic caps. You know?
Right.
And how the scientists know that these chicks are ingesting these caps and lids is by the boluses that by the boluses that the adults the chicks are throwing up before they take flight for the first time.
Wow, so they're actually throwing it up and they can see these plastics coming out.
Right, yeah. You can see it in the boluses.
On Midway Island, they have these sort of sausage-shaped looking things that are the boluses all over the island. And every single bolus has plastic in it.
Wow.
And that's how they know 100% of the birds are feeding their chicks plastic. And for the ones that can't throw up the boluses, then there's the dead ones. And there's about 250,000 dead baby albatross chicks every year in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. And when they open them up, they've got a stomach full of plastic.
Oh, that's horrible.
And a lot of that plastic are small items, things like plastic caps and lids, lighters, toothbrushes,
kids' toys.
Yes.
You know, even larger objects like these things called oyster spacers that are about that long, and toothbrushes.
Wow.
You know, I mean, these
they're
are big,
ingesting those types of things too.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, what they've been finding
Yes.
in these birds.
Yeah, including airsoft pellets, which is a game that a lot of kids seem to play, where they load up a replica gun with little balls, little pellets, and then these plastic pellets, and they shoot them at people. And we've found them at a lot of beach cleanups and places like Hanauma Bay, which is a marine preserve, and you wouldn't think that anyone would be playing airsoft down there, but they've been washing in. And the kids are using thousands of these pellets, and they're getting littered all over the environment. And then, of course, they're the right size to get ingested by marine life.
Wow. So every plastic lid can be recycled, is that correct?
Not every single plastic cap and lid, but if they come off a bottle, a can, or a tube, probably likely they can.
They can be.
But if they come off a cup, like, you know, if you get a coffee cup from a takeaway place, and or a drink cup where you put your straw through, those kinds of bendable, breakable lids can't be recycled. But we've got a very unique program that actually recycles number 2, 4, and 5 plastic caps and lids. Yeah, but unfortunately a lot of caps aren't labeled, so we have a listing on our website about the types of caps that you can recycle and the types of caps you can't recycle. But when I was saying before about the amount of caps and lids that we've prepared for recycling, that's a bit of a process where we make sure that the caps are recyclable to begin with. Then they're soaked, you know, for 2 to 5 or more days to get them clean, then rinsed, and then the kids help us put them out into trays, ready to dry, and then finally I check them all. So
each one by hand, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So
Suzanne has checked every one of those caps.
Wow, and how many altogether?
193,000.
93,000 caps that you've hand inspected.
Yes.
But it's a way to get even the younger kids involved too. So that's a great way, you know, to teach them from an early age.
Oh, definitely. And look, you know, what we really want people to know about plastic caps and lids is that they can actually help us reduce it in another way too. Is not just recycle it, but stop buying the bottles in the first place.
Yes.
And we've had kids from the mainland helping us clean caps, and they were so horrified by how many caps there were that they said they're never buying another plastic bottle of drink ever again in
that's
their
powerful.
life. So yeah, it was pretty powerful that they got it.
You need to get the younger generation to teach the adults, right? So that everybody will stop.
They're like the best teachers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So are you still doing a lot of educating in schools?
Oh, definitely. We'll be at New Valley Middle School this week. Actually, that was something I wanted to say. It was about all our plastic reduction and litter prevention campaigns have an educational component. So when we go into the schools to do this work, we start with an educational presentation and teach them about all the things that Dean was just describing about the seabirds and how they're harmed and impacted by marine debris, and how plastic caps and lids, they're actually the second most littered plastic item that we find on beaches. And you know, and we actually educate them about the chemicals in plastics. That's actually another whole program that we could do on Ōlelo. But just so that they know, you know, why you shouldn't be using these products. And the clear plastic bottles that have those lids on them, they're actually made with a chemical called antimony, which leaches out of the bottle when it's stressed. So things like sunlight would cause the bottle to heat up and then release the chemical into the water.
And is BPA one of those chemicals?
Yes, bisphenol A is actually found in a different kind of a bottle. It's found in a number 7 bottle. Antimony is found in a number 1 bottle. Styrene is found in a number 6 container. You know, so in other words, every plastic thing is made with chemicals.
And the heat from the sunlight and things like that cause them to leach out, cause the chemicals to come out.
Yes,
It stresses the plastic, and that's when it leaches out.
And it's also bad for our bodies as well.
Yes, all of these plastic chemicals, a lot of them are what you call endocrine disruptors, and that means they act like a synthetic estrogen in the body. So they cause havoc because your body thinks that they've got estrogen in the body. It's really a synthetic form of it, and it causes various diseases such as cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, diabetes, obesity, etc. So, you know, the message we try to get across to people about this whole plastics issue is this isn't just an environmental issue. This is a health issue.
Absolutely.
And health and environment are tied together.
Yes.
And so if you do good via the environment, you're doing good via your health, and the opposite is true. If you do good via your health, you're doing good for the environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I wish we could go on and on. I'm sure we have so many other things to talk about. It's been really educational, but unfortunately we're coming to the end of our show today. So I just want to thank you both for all of your hard work, and you know, it's really making a difference in the community and now the state, and so thank you so much for everything that you folks are doing. For more information on B.E.A.C.H, please visit their website at www.B-E-A-C-H.org. And we just want to say thank you today for joining us, and thanks to the Ōlelo Community Studio and Livable Hawaii Kai Hui for arranging this community show. Is there any closing words that you folks wanted to add?
I'd just like to say aloha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.